Well, we'll be watching a replay from battle that I played yesterday after my stream with some of my Polish friends, and I would like to show you this battle because I think it showcases that tier difference is still quite significant despite recent nerfs or adjustments. And I guess we can also talk about friendly fire because the shitstorm, well, that is present on forums since pretty much ever, recently is getting worse and worse and worse, I guess because developers on Ask Us Anything on Reddit claim that friendly fire is one of their top 3 priorities to fix. One being pathfinding, which fair enough they fixed and it's much better now. Still not perfect, but it's not game breaking anymore. And the other one being artillery. Well, we have still see what they'll do in that regard. So here I perfectly counter cavalry that try to scout, but because they saw me, they are being punished and they failed to dodge my volley. So going on, I keep pushing, kind of waiting for my friends to catch up because they're very slow. By friends, I'm not only meaning those purple guys, I'm meaning everyone. So being the master baiter I am, here I bait this cavalry guy, dodging in the last possible moment, slightly getting wrecked, but ultimately I lost one guy. And now this guy will have to pay for his failed charge attempt. There we go, quite significantly. Well, charging into such a dense formation, not the very best of ideas. This guy sees unprotected, in quotations, javelin. He sees that they are in fact protected, but he's not giving up. Those javelin must die. Sadly for him, I think they won't, and I think he'll be dead. So here we see an archer plus slinger duel, and well, we have significant advantage, so we win. Nothing really to analyze here. But in general, I must say that I really like this battle, what in general happened. So, Rav Rage goes to Watchtower because he sees that Watchtower needs help, basically. Well, it doesn't look good now. And Watchtower is a nice piece of terrain that can be held quite efficiently, but by a smaller amount of troops. You know, we are concentrating here in the middle, where we have quite a huge advantage. This guy tried to get his revenge on me, but he fails again. Now I see if I can deal and damage this S2 though. The answer is no. So I immediately reposition myself, and well, since there are no better targets to shoot at the moment, I finish off these archers. And since I predict that the fight will break out somewhere in this area, I'm ready, as I said, repositioning myself to have a better angle of shooting. So we see an engage here, and let's compare because this is something that I want to talk about. So tier 7 with Vengeance, melee damage plus 75, melee attack plus 95. Romulus, Vengeance, 75% melee damage, 95 melee attack. Quite similar. Let's see. Now friendly fire. Compare these numbers to these numbers. Okay, you compare that. Now draw your own conclusions. So, well, this cavalry isn't really doing that much, and here's another infantry unit that will soon be helping us. So Uveron is pretty much outnumbered, 4v3. He's being shot at. Well, fair enough, my allies are also being shot at, but the damage dealt to enemy compared to damage dealt to allies is much higher, and yet he quite significantly wins. Look at those HP bars, and our HP bars are melting, despite me even barraging here. Look, 12, 18 damage to the enemy, to ally, and to the enemy over 7,000. Now I'm being charged because, well, our bases start being capped. So our team, rightfully so, pulled back to defend our base. Very good move. But we're also paying the price by being surrounded here and very much in trouble. But the Indian team also abandoned Watchtower to be able to do that, what they're doing here. Well, okay. We analyzed the tier difference, we analyzed the friendly fire, so now we can go back to these guys' adventures. I think he's enjoying his sightseeing. Oh, my point is that what he does is the right thing to do, given his position from the beginning that he was in. He couldn't have predicted that nobody will be here, but once he realized, and it was fairly easy to realize that nobody is here, he could have started capping a little bit earlier. But then again, if he started capping a little bit earlier, those guys wouldn't be drawn so far into our territory, and maybe they would come back in time to their base, kind of giving up what will happen. But also one thing to consider, if you do something like this, so this is 300 men. Yep. So these 300 men are not fighting, and we just had 300 men advantage. Now we have 200 because we are getting wrecked somewhere, most likely here. So despite us having advantage, we don't really have an advantage as long as this guy starts being involved in the battle by capping the enemy base. But Ravage is holding them here. We are decapping. Well, we have slingers here, so it's not really a big deal to decap. And well, nothing really interesting happens in this battle, so let me speed up. On the forums, I posted a thread about friendly fire penalty calculation, where I suggested that people who deal a lot of friendly fire compared to the damage they deal to enemy should be punished more than a guy who deals, well, the same amount of friendly fire, but at the same time he dealt a lot more damage to the enemy. So heavy offenders of dealing friendly fire will be punished, or will be punished more than they are now, and those who actually deal good friendly fire, yes, there is something like good friendly fire, will be punished less. So everyone's happy, right? Because you want heavier punishment for those who deal friendly fire, guys, on the forums. My suggestion deals with that, but at the same time, it doesn't punish those who are doing the right thing. And that's my point, because people want heavy penalties for friendly fire despite, well, regardless of anything. Just you do friendly fire, you must be banned, or the penalty has to be increased by 2, 3, 5, 10 times. Even now, I feel like I'm being punished too heavily for doing the right thing. Is doing friendly fire. If I hadn't dealt friendly fire there, I would be useless. There were no other targets for me, and the target right in front of me was very viable. You've seen the damage numbers. Judge for yourself. As always, draw your own conclusions. I'm presenting the facts pretty much, and well, my honest opinion about them. See you guys in the next video.